Hi everyone, welcome to On Saves at Crafts and Budget with On. Thank you so much for being here and your support. So let's begin with our savings. I am working on becoming debt free. It's gonna take longer than I projected because I thought it was easy. It is not easy. Things happen, things come up, and before you know it, you're like, I had a plan here. What's going on? Yeah, things happen. So anyways, as I mentioned before, I am using prop money to stuff my new challenges, and I will slowly be converting my cash savings that I do have into prop money as well, because I don't want to lose my money to natural disaster that could possibly happen here. We have tornadoes and hurricanes during the season, and I'm trying to prevent the loss of my savings. Okay, so I have here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 29, 31, 35, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. I don't think I count that right. I'm only supposed to have $50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 26, and 25 is 51. And that extra dollar is for the IOU I had in the prior week. Okay, so I know I have an IOU in here. There it is. So we're going to pay up on our IOU from last week for the dollar I owe. Okay, and now we can start from the beginning. My binder is a little full, so it takes a little bit more effort to open and close. Put this up here. All right, so we're going to start with Minnie's challenge over at Mini Bricks Budget. Just a reminder, she does have a sale going on. It is good until the rest of this month. So Spring Chickadee. I don't have the scratch off stickers, so I'm doing like the fill in and save. And what I have decided to do for Spring Chickadee is at least put $10 in here every time I save. Okay, so we'll start with the $10. Okay, we'll put that in here, and we do have a matching envelope. So far we have $10, $15, $20, $21, $22 for Spring Chickadee. We'll color in $10 worth of tracking on this challenge to account for it. Okay. So like I mentioned, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, $22 saved so far in the Spring Chickadee created by Minnie over at Mini Bricks Budget. Next, I have Spring Has Sprung, created by Andrea over at No Bucks Given. And for this challenge, I use a D8 to figure out which portion of the challenge I will be working on. We are going to section 1. So My section 1 is search and save. So for the search and save, we have our cards here. Take out the IOUs. We will shuffle. And pick a card from the middle. And this is search and save 1 for this beautifully created bouquet that's in a vase. It's not that one. Right here, this is save $1. So we'll put this aside. And we'll save 1 for the search and save. I have an envelope. I forgot to add the envelope for the search and save, so I'll just put it in here with that so we know it's complete. Okay, that's $1, and I have about $10 I would like to put into one challenge or close to it before I move on, and then use the leftover money to put additional into the binder. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. Search and save is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Catch all save. So I'm going to let's roll for this. There's 8 sections, so we'll just go ahead and roll the D8. 3. We'll add 3 into this one. And I'll use this as a no IOU for this challenge. Okay. I have my own no IOU binder, or not binder. I have my own no IOU envelope in cash, but I think by doing this, I'll have a little bit of extra money for this binder in this section because it can get pretty high. Okay. All right, now we are going to put our cards away. Well, we might need it again, but let's go ahead and roll one more time. And section 3, so we have 1, 2, 3. Save 60. So let's go ahead and add the $5 into save 60, and I think that puts us around $10 for this challenge. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next content creator or creators, and they are Aisha M Budgets and Christine's Creation for the Easter Savings box. And with this box, I use a D12. Okay, we are going to section 3. Section 3 is the egg hunt. How much are we assigning for each egg? 7. Okay, so each egg's going to be 7. So this will end this section depending on how many eggs I will be crossing off. Okay, this is a 4-sided die, and we are crossing off 2 of the eggs, which makes this $14. 1, 2, 5, 10, 12, 14. Okay, and that's because it didn't land on a 4. Probably wiped me out completely. All right, so let's move on to, oh, and the Easter savings box is a collaboration between Aisha and Christine, so that it is free in both of their Ko-fi shop. You'll find section 1 through 6 in Aisha's Ko-fi, and then you'll find section 6 through 11 in Christine's Ko-fi shop. Okay, now make sure to link both of their shops in the description below. And this is a beautiful challenge. Okay, next I have the April Autism Awareness Month challenge created by Joe over at CBA Mom Saves. I'm going to be pulling cards for this challenge. Okay, Joe has a Ko-fi shop, an Etsy shop, and a YouTube channel. If you are interested, please head on over to her channel and subscribe, like, comment, visit her shops. Her Ko-fi shop, she does have free challenges as well as challenges for purchase. And then obviously, if you would like to purchase anything else that's not in her Ko-fi, please head to her Etsy shop. Let's see, let's pull this one. So because this is just a $1, $2, I'm gonna go ahead and pull 3 cards at the same time. Whoops, that fell. Okay. Let's see. We have the search and save for the baby and a crying emoji. Okay, the baby is here on autism diagnosed, and autism diagnosed typically diagnosed in early childhood, around age 2 to 3, based on observation of behaviors and developmental milestones. No single diagnostic test exists. Okay, so that's 2. And then the next icon is a crying emoji. And that is here. That is also $2. Okay. Be kind. Educate yourself before judging. The child screaming at the store or restaurant may be on a sensory overload that has nothing to do with the parents or their parenting style. Autism will not define you or your child. Okay. And I'm adding $2. Next, I have this search and save. I just want to make sure. Okay, it's not there. We have autism types. Okay, this is a spectrum condition with a wide range of symptoms and abilities. Classification level 1, 2, and 3, depending on severity and need for support, or support needed. Okay, $1 here. And then the next icon is of a young man. And he's over here where autism is very complex and not fully understood by doctors. Affects about 1 in 36 children in the US. More common in boys than girls, with a ratio of 4 to 1. And that is $2. That card's complete. The next card is also a search and save, and we have this young man right here on that last card. And we are saving $1. Okay, and again, this is statistics on how children in the US are affected by autism. I'm searching for this color wheel, which I thought I saw back here. Yep, it's right here. Autism treatment. There is not a cure, but early intervention and support can help the outcome greatly. Helpful therapies are some helpful therapies are behavioral, speech, language, and occupational therapy. Okay, and that is $2 for this icon. 1, 2, and that card is complete. So we'll head back to the front of the binder. Okay, and the April Autism Awareness Month Challenge is created by Joe over at CBA Mom Saves. Please do head over to her channel and show her some support. Spring Chickadee is created by Minnie. Once again, she has a sale going on. If you are interested, please check out her Etsy shop. We have $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7 left. And let's see what we can do. We can add, let's add $2 to this page. And with that, we should have $24, I think. 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep. Okay. Spring Chickadee, once again, is created by Minnie over at Minnie Bricks Budget. Minnie has a YouTube channel. She has a Ko-fi shop and an Etsy shop. In her Ko-fi shop, she does have free challenges if you would like to check her out and do collaboration savings challenges. She has memberships in her Ko-fi, and she has items for sale at a very affordable cost as well in digital form. Okay, so that's Minnie over at Minnie Bricks Budget. Here we have Spring Has Sprung, once again created by Andrea over at No Bucks Given. Let's see which challenge we are going to work on with the rest of our money. Number 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do that wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 is the Plinko savings. Okay, I did not determine how much I'm saving, so let's go ahead and roll a d6 for tablets saved is going to be 4. And then books saved is going to be 4. Oh, wow. All right, let's do this. We are rolling, and I need a mover. Let's see. 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. That is a book, and that is $4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me with $1. Okay. And I don't think there's anything in here that is $1. And I don't want an IOU. I am going to put the last dollar into, I know there is a challenge. Okay, this catch-all. I'm gonna put the dollar in there. Okay. Oh, it bled through. Okay. And that is it. I hope you have a wonderful start of your weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in and showing your support. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.